All right. So, we didn't make it to the third stop. There's a thing called ELD. Okay. Well, I didn't. Whatever. But I don't know. I don't know how I didn't make it because, well, I guess because I had time yesterday to load the truck up, but it was like 9 o'clock at night. I was tired. I was just like, man, I'm not loading. You know, I only been doing this for 4 months. I'm not about to load this truck up at 9 at night, even though it was well lit. But when I loaded this morning, I did it in an hour and a half, bro. Record time. 7 units, but still, normally it would take me like 2.5 hours. But I just didn't have enough time. I've done this run. It was different locations, but I've done this Princeton to Toledo run. I thought I would have enough time to at least get to deliver all 3 loads and then get to a Love's or Pilot that on 280 right in Toledo. But I didn't, so I'm trying to get to my son's baseball game by Sunday because I've missed the first 2. And you know, his mom, I want to be there as well, but his mom is, you know, you need to be there. You missed 2 of them. And only because I'm in a position where I can make those games, you know what I'm saying? So me just trying to do what I always do, you know, make the most money I can. I'm not gonna miss the game, you know. I thought, is that a gray hair? I don't know. You see my Michael Jackson swirl. But I'm not gonna miss the game. But I could have been there by tomorrow if I would have did what I knew I should have did. It's just, you know, I'm still learning the lanes and stuff, but you know, the load I took to St. Louis and then going to Toledo, I should have just drove straight there. What I did, trying to make, you know, more money, I got 2 loads in between. I got a load from like St. Louis to Evansville, and then I got a load from this load on now, Princeton to Ohio or whatever, Akron. And I'm not gonna, I mean, if I wouldn't have did that, I would have been, let me see, I would have been actually would have been heading down to Georgia now. I might have either been close to Georgia or I'd have been, you know, delivering by now, whatever. But, you know, that I would have been, never mind. I would have been, you know, I would have been $100 short on this week. But while just sitting here and doing the calculations in my head, you know, for this week, these loads added to the check. Going forward, unless they need me to do these loads, more than likely, you know, unless they need some help, or like I asked for these loads. You know what I'm saying? I asked for these because what it is, the deadhead is like almost 600 miles, bro. It's like 500 miles. It's like, but Where were we? Oh yeah, it's like 600 miles. That's what I was doing, but my wife texted me. Sorry about that. Come on, Sprint. Yeah. And see, I passed Toledo. I'm all the way in Cleveland, Ohio, bro. I'm all the way in Cleveland. I got 2 hours to get back to Toledo, bro. So what I'm saying is, all right, so I delivered. This was my last delivery right here. Let's just say that. What is that? All right, say I delivered there, right? That's in St. Louis. And then going to Ohio. It is, I just want to tell you, you know, Sprint. All right, so it's not that far. It's 488 miles. And that's where I delivered to. So normally, the way it would go is I would deliver in Indiana. And then from Indiana, which is like 2 hours away, I would go to Toledo and come on down to Georgia. That's like a 3-day trip right there. That's, you know, as long as you load up on Friday, leave out Monday morning, get there, more than likely can deliver, get up Tuesday morning, head to Toledo, and then Tuesday night shut down, be a couple of hours from Georgia. Wednesday, go ahead and deliver, pick up, and then probably go home on Wednesday night, wake up Thursday, go up Indiana, Friday, pick up, come back, be back by Saturday, right? That's what it should be. That's 4 loads and we good. But she didn't have anything going to Indiana. That's what happens when you get dispatched. But it's all good. But yeah, 488 miles, man, of deadhead. You know, that's a lot. But when I was just doing my calculations, man, it's well worth it's well worth that instead of, especially, you know, because this was the once I go to Toledo, that's my last load, and I'm done for this pay period. So these 2 loads actually helped out. It added extra some money to the check. But if I'm doing what I do on a weekly, if I'm trying to do my 4 loads, and those 4 loads, even with the deadhead, I still would be home by Saturday, and I would make the same amount of money that I made this week off these loads. Okay, I didn't have my window down. That's why I don't like letting my window down. But so I did 5 loads last week, and it's gonna be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I did 5 loads last week, 5 loads this week, and if I only did 4 loads, even with the deadhead, I would either make the same amount of money or more money. So, you know, it's just like the day, you know, because I don't get paid for any deadhead. I don't get paid for that. Well, the truck don't get paid. No, nobody gets paid for deadhead. So, you know, at first it's like, oh, I ain't about to drive 400 miles, a whole day's trip, and I ain't gonna get paid. But just sitting here doing the math, man, it makes more sense to deadhead. You know what I'm saying? And I average, never mind. I keep wanting to tell you how much I make, but it's just, you know, man, it's your channel, man. Hey, I agree with him. That's why I'm not saying anything. It's not that I would, but you know, and it's crazy because I actually don't want to talk about this no more because the pay. I don't want y'all to come over here getting none of this money. I'm just being real with you. Don't come get none of this money. It's my money. But yeah, so let me just cut this video. But yeah, so we didn't make it, man. And what I'm gonna do now, instead of like, look, no, I'm a deadhead. I'm a deadhead, and it just makes more sense. So we didn't make it. So tomorrow we're gonna put our foot in the gas tank or on the pedal, get this stuff off our back, the cars and stuff, and then get to Toledo and get on home, man. So I'm about to go and shut it down, carry my hind parts to sleep. So life is simple. Choose to be happy. If you ain't about that life, you better get out that truck.